Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it's September 15th, 2024. One of the things I want to do today is harvest some of the Asian pears and some apples as well. So that's what one of the things I'm going to do this morning. So we have two different varieties here that I absolutely love. And the Asian pears are actually falling out and the deer are grabbing them now. So quite a few of them are already gone, but I just grab one or two here. So these are Chojuro, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not really positive. These Asian pears here. And these ones over here are New Century Asian pears. Look a little bit different. And both of them are absolutely delicious. We're propagating these by seed now as well. Geez, I keep dropping them. So one of the things I'd say is these are taste like a cross between a sweet apple and a little bit of pear. Really a delicious combination of fruits. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of the Asian pears from these two trees.
The leaves are turning gold and red. The harvest moon hangs overhead. On the farm we work the land with open hearts and steady hands. Fall is here in mindful living sanctuary. Time to give and time for giving. We gather around, work is done, thankful for the setting sun. Central New York, where we stand, we built this life with love and hands. The fields are quiet, the air is cool. We tuck away each farmer's tool. Winter's coming, but for now we take a breath and thank the ground. Fall is here in mindful living sanctuary. Time to give and time for giving. We gather around, the work is done, thankful for the setting sun. Central New York, where we stand, we built this life with love and hands. For every seed that we have sown, for all the love that we have grown, we face the winter unafraid, grateful hearts for what we've made. Fall is here in mindful living sanctuary. Time to give and time for giving. We gather around, the work is done, thankful for the setting sun. Central New York, where we stand, we built this life, love and hands. The days move short, the winds blow through, but every moment feels brand new. Here in fall, we celebrate the blessings that we cultivate.
Okay, just got done harvesting the Asian pears. So this is the results of the one tree of the Chojuro, I think is how you say it, I'm not positive. This is a New Century. I'm getting to those a little bit late, so some of them have already been down in the ground. The wasps get to them as well. Do I see one here? It's got it, part of it get cut out. I think I had one over here. But the large wasps will go ahead and get into those and just eat a lot of the fruit. They'll eat their way right around in there. We'll just cut away from it. Thea will go ahead and core these and section them, and they'll end up going into the freezer. And Thea makes smoothies for us every day, so we have smoothies in the morning and smoothies for dinner, as well as a side dish for each of our meals, for breakfast and for dinner. And that includes all of the different, from apples to persimmons to all the different berries: blueberries, blackberries, currants, black currants, red currants, pink currants, hosta berries, I said the blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, and any other berries. And then all of the apples, the pears, the Asian pears, all of those. So we get the diversity of the different fruit from the food forest and from the gardens. And they go into our smoothies and make up a lot of our smoothies. So we're getting a lot of nutrients that way. So pretty happy with that. So this is the one that produced the most today. This is Chojuro. This is the New Century one. This one, the top hasn't broken. These are really pretty delicate trees. Last year we had this thornless honey locust snap in half, and so part of it came over and wiped out many of our trees over here. Took out part of this, the top of this apple here, Asian pear here. So this is another Chojuro. Is this a Chojuro or is this a New Century? This is a New Century one. So we have a few more of them here. So this is one of the trees that got wiped out again when the half of the tree came down. We got some fruit on the pawpaws. I've got to keep an eye on these. See when they're still pretty firm. It's another delicious fruit, cross between a mango and any other tropical fruit, I guess is what you could think about. Not a lot of them on here because our fly catchers get a lot of our flies here, and so I'm really trying to populate a lot more. So I've got several more pawpaws planted over here. I've got quite a few pawpaws planted on the property, and persimmons, aside from just all the standard plums, peaches, apricots, all of those and all. So now typically I usually use my basket when I'm, so I have a couple of different harvesting baskets. I have one that straps around your midway going up and down the ladders. I don't like using that one for, as you're picking them, you can fill up your basket and then go over and dump them into a bushel. Then I have the larger one that you've probably seen in quite a few of the videos that has it's a belt around you, and I got two large pouches on each side, and a small one in the front, small one in the back. And but with my back acting up, I'm not going to venture using that. I don't want to do any more damage to my back at this point. So that's it. Just wanted to show the Asian pears. A lot of people don't know about them. If you've got a farmer's market and there's someone who sells the Asian pears there, I really recommend going and picking some up. I'm sure you can get them in some of the produce places as well, but a lot of them are transported quite a ways and they lose a lot of their nutrients. But the Asian pears are just fantastic. So it's one of those, the deer really get after the Asian pears. Deer rub takes them out, and they love the pears. But because they're a pear-like, they tend to grow these long. Now that one's been snapped off. That leader there was snapped off at the top, but you can see they can get really top heavy. So I do recommend pruning them so that you're not having to reach right up there. And I do use this harvesting basket from time to time on the extension pole. So it's got a foam there on the base, and you can use this. But the one drawback to using that harvesting basket with many of your apples and your Asian pears is there is the spur that gives rise to the fruit each season. And so you want to wait until the fruit is easily, they're starting to fall off the tree, and you just gently grab a hold of them, give them a little twist and a little bit of a tug. That's the way to do it. With this, I'm grabbing a hold of it and I can pull off the spur. And that means, well, next year I won't get fruit off of that spur. So that's just one of the things to think about. So that's it for today's video, folks. I hope you find something useful in there, and stay safe and take care. Bye-bye now.